Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here. Welcome back to, it's been a while, but I figure these videos require more work and thought, and it is what I call it, attempt at comedy. Well, it's time to finally add another video to the attempt at comedy playlist. Here we are up to number 6 here, and number 6. I'm not too sure if I would necessarily condone this or do it, but and I'm recording it not on April 1st, April Fool's Day, but as I find out with this YouTube thing, sometimes you either make a training video and you get hits right away, or if you make a video and it has certain tags, it gets life around that day. So it's my attempt here. I'm going to call this attempt at comedy number 6, AAA number 6. April Fool's jokes you can pull on parking enforcement. As you know, one of my favorite shows, which is now defunct, and it was on A&E, was Parking Wars. A&E loved their wars. I mean, they had storage wars, parking wars, shipping wars, cake wars, whatever wars. Heck, you can have anything wars that doesn't involve any military action here. But I was just standing at the bus stop one day, and although it's not as old school anymore where you have the parking meter and you get the I call them parking police, parking meter guy, but in general, actually here in Calgary we call it the Calgary Parking Authority. So I'm just going to call them the parking police. And one day I was working security at an event, and the person was panicking, realized I got to pay for parking. She's like, parking police, parking police. But that's not the part where I'm going to try to be funny here. Watching Parking Wars is kind of funny. I mean, I don't want to be in that situation. It wouldn't be funny if I was in that situation. I don't have a car, so chances are very low. But I actually do bother to read the signs, and I'd rather, in some ways, cut off my right arm and not pay for parking if it means I gotta walk several blocks or take transit. That's why when I had a car there, I left it at home and took transit to work. Especially when we live in a city where we have a parking authority who's very authoritative, and the fact that we have the most expensive parking in North America that ranks there with a place like New York City, where they're notoriously known for expensive parking as well. But it's kind of funny when you see people on Parking Wars, they're about to get ticketed. Or I know it's Philadelphia Parking Authority that definitely got showcased the most there. And actually the favorite characters was this big guy, balding guy. He was named Garfield, and he always worked with Sherry. Garfield and Sherry. They were on the called the booting team, and it's not done here in Calgary. I think the only time your car gets booted is if you're abandoned or if you were caught, speeding or drunk driving and off the side there. But you don't see boots clipped on. But what the Philadelphia Parking Authority does is, I guess, if you don't pay 3 parking tickets, then you're at risk for your car to be booted. So they put a boot on. And of course it's always in the rougher parts of the city where people accidentally don't pay their parking tickets, and people come out, and you got people looking all over like, vultures. Look out for each other, for the parking police. And it's like, oh, your car's going to get booted, and people run out and go, hey! And, it's kind of funny, and then they go off your long story, or then they run your risk of car getting towed here. So that show aside, and people get all upset. I was just going to go to the bathroom. That's why I parked illegally. I had nowhere to go. I really had to go to the bathroom. There's no sign. Or then they hear signs, they don't read them. However, this inspires me to kind of do this quick attempt at comedy video here. A funny April Fool's joke would be, is if you see someone ready to ticket, You run up to go, hey, what are you doing? I was just going for 5 minutes. It's not time yet. And then they'll explain to you, and then after they explain to you, say, oh yeah, I don't have a car anymore. Sorry. I wonder if you ever think about doing that. Run to the parking enforcement guy, or if you accidentally parked in a bus stop because you need to drop something off, and 20 minutes later you're finally coming out. Wouldn't it be funny if you got someone parked at a bus stop? You shouldn't be doing that. I need to take the bus to get around, and you got people that aren't as able-bodied that need the bus stop at the curb. Wouldn't it be funny to say, hey, what are you doing? And then you say, parked illegally at the bus stop. And then you go in an argument and then say, oh yeah, it's not my car anyway. I guess the only way you would really want to do that is if you know that person, you own the car and you don't like that person. And you piss off the parking attendant. Maybe they'll, maybe rape it up or give you a break. But instead you add to the fine. And then you quickly run off so you can try to be anonymous. I wonder, that'll just be nice April Fool's pranks to pull on parking authorities. Run up to them, do your hey, I was only gone for 2 minutes, or hey, what the hell are you doing, hey. And then suddenly say, oh yeah, that's not my car after all. My mistake. Because you thought you had a different car and you realized, oh yeah, I parked it 10 blocks that way. Or you don't even have a car. Or especially when it's about to get towed. And you do that even more frantically. And then say, oh, it's going to be a fine to lift it down. They're being, I guess you're called out, you make them work. Yeah, I just think, would that be funny to do that? Run up to them, panicked, saying, oh, I'm too good to get a ticket. And then say, oh, that's not even my car. That's just something I thought of here, but, enjoy everything I do on my YouTube channel. Occasionally post attempt comedy videos here, but I find it takes a little more work here because I got to think of my material and try to be funny, hence the name Attempt at Comedy here, but that's the only thing I can think of, and you do that on April Fool's Day. And if it falls during the week, make sure you do it on April Fool's Day. I wonder if parking attendants, it might be a question to ask parking attendants in general. How do you deal with people that go, hey, and has it ever happened if someone did that to you, and like, oh, wait, that's not even my car. Oh yeah, I don't like this person. But you don't want to admit you don't like that person, because of course they're not going to increase the fine. They might fine you for being a smartass. But I don't know. What is their protocol? I mean, it is to see what they get. You got to document everything, especially in case if it goes to court there. So, I don't necessarily condone this. This is just something I just thought of a while back. So I'll see you in the next video.